dokie. Hello, have a seat, relax. We're gonna get started in just a minute here. Find a comfortable spot to sit in. Test, 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 test. All right, so find a comfortable spot and have a seat, relax. For those of you joining on Facebook, we also have this live on YouTube at the channel Relax and Revive. So I think we're good. Yes, I did. Test, test, test. Okay. So have a seat, relax, find a comfortable position. You can sit with your legs straight or crossed, however you feel comfortable. Just sit up with your spine straight and relax your shoulders. We're going to begin with breathing. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. When you inhale through your nose, try and fill your lungs completely with air. And when you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath, releasing all the air in your lungs, relaxing your shoulders. With each inhale, feel your spine is getting longer as your head reaches for the ceiling on the inhale. And when you exhale, relaxing, releasing all of the air, releasing any tension. As you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand. And when you exhale, feeling the breath move against the back of your throat as your navel contracts toward your spine. Now in the next inhale, inhale through your nose as you raise your arms and hands up toward the ceiling, palms together if you can. And when you're ready to exhale, lower your arms and hands down, exhaling through your nose now. So we're breathing, inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Try and synchronize your movement with your breath. Take long, deep breaths, no rush. Now on your next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the left side as you exhale and lower your arms and hands down, breathing through our nose. And when you're ready to inhale, turn your torso back to the front And when you're ready to exhale, turn to the opposite side as you exhale and lower your arms and hands down. So we're alternating sides, inhaling up and exhaling down. Move with your breath. One more time on each side. And when you're done, bring your arms in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Now bring your arms out in front, palms of your hands facing each other, arms straight out in front of you. And we're going to inhale and stretch our arms as far back as we can, and then exhale, bringing our hands back in where we started, fingers pointing away on the exhale. So inhale, flexing your wrists, bending your fingers, pointing in, and when you exhale, fingers pointing away, flexing your wrists as much as you can. Inhaling out and exhaling in. Spread your fingers wide as you can. Flex your wrists as much as you can. Move with your breath, breathing through our nose. Try and lift your chest as you do this. One more time. And when you're done, bring your hands into prayer posture in front of your chest. Palms together, forearms parallel to the floor. Breathe through your nose. Now from here, inhale as you lift your hands, keeping your palms together as high as you can, and then exhale, bringing your hands back to prayer posture, but at the end, point your fingers down on the exhale. When you're ready to inhale, turn your fingertips up and lift your hands as high as you can as you inhale. And again, as you exhale, follow your breath, pointing the fingers down at the end of the exhale, flexing your wrists as much as possible. As you inhale, try and lift your chest. Inhaling up and exhaling down. One more time. And when you're done, just bring your hands to prayer posture. All right, now from here, we're going to get up into a tabletop position on all fours. Move your fingers spread wide under your shoulders. Place your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Make sure your index finger is facing forward, and rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing toward your thighs. Make sure your knees are far enough apart to maintain your balance. We're going to do cat-cow, and just remember that your head moves last, and when we exhale, make sure you pull your navel in toward your spine and tighten your gluteal muscles on the exhale. So to begin, we're going to inhale, keeping our arms straight, arch the lower spine, and lift the head on the inhale. When you're ready to exhale, keep your head up, but lift your upper spine toward the ceiling as you tighten your gluteals, pull your navel in toward your spine, and at the very end, lower your head down. When you're ready to inhale, arch your lower spine and then lift your head. Move with your breathing. Your head moves last. And on the exhale, make sure you pull your navel in toward your spine and tighten your gluteals on the exhale. Keeping the arms straight as we do this, we're moving our spine. Inhaling as we lift our head, exhaling as we lower. One more time in both directions. And when you're done, pause with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, pull your navel in toward your spine, and we're going to inhale and lift our left hand and arm up toward the ceiling, twisting our spine, reaching as we inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, take your left arm under your right, relax your left shoulder and ear on the ground. When you're ready to inhale, lift and reach your left hand toward the ceiling, twisting your torso as much as you can. And when you're ready to exhale, lowering your left arm and ear down, relaxing on the exhale. Follow your breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. Now in the next exhale, we're going to keep our left shoulder and arm and left ear down on the ground and breathe through our nose. Inhale and exhale. If you'd like to lift your right hand up toward the ceiling and allow your right arm to drape down behind your back, you can grab your left hip if you'd like, twisting our torso, relaxing our shoulders, breathing through our nose. Try and relax your feet. If your hand is behind you, reach it up toward the ceiling and bring it down to the ground for support. And we're going to inhale and lift our left hand one more time. And exhale, bring it down to tabletop position. Now we're going to adjust and move to the right side. So go ahead and inhale, reach your right hand up toward the ceiling, twisting your torso as you inhale. When you're ready to exhale, take your right hand and arm under your left, relaxing the right shoulder and ear on the ground. When you're ready to inhale, reach and lift your right hand toward the ceiling and follow your breath, exhaling down. Move with your breathing. No rush. Now on the next exhale, we're going to keep our right arm and shoulder and ear down on the ground and relax. If you'd like, you can lift your left hand up toward the ceiling and allow your left arm to drape down behind your back. Grab your right hip if you'd like, and relax your shoulders, breathing through your nose. If your left hand is behind you, reach it up toward the ceiling and bring it down to the ground. And we're going to inhale one more time, reaching the right hand toward the ceiling, and exhale down to tabletop. Now from here, we're going to do puppy pose. So let me just move this out of the way. Puppy pose is like a beginning downward dog. So what we're going to do is just make sure your knees are under your hips. Make sure your knees are spread apart, not together, but spread apart under your hips. And our fingertips are pointing forward. We're going to walk our hands forward, opening up our armpit area, allowing our chest to come down to the ground and our forehead to come down. And imagine you're pushing the floor away as you're opening up your shoulders, breathing through your nose. Knees should be under your hips. Try and relax your shoulders. Pushing the floor away with your hands. Majority of our weight should be on the knees. And then pull your navel in as you slowly walk your hands back to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to sit back in child's pose. So spread your knees wide, bring your feet together, sit your hips back on your heels, and then slowly lower your torso and forehead down to the mat, breathing through your nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to a tabletop position. And from here, we're going to step our left foot forward into a lower left lunge. So make sure your left knee is above your left ankle. And when you're ready, bring your hands to prayer posture, moving your torso vertical to the floor. Feel free to place something soft under your right knee. And breathe through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Try and straighten your elbows. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle with your hands, reaching up toward the ceiling. Exhale as you bring your hands down to the floor next to your left foot. Push the floor away as you pull your left foot back. And we're going to switch feet, bring the right foot forward. Make sure the right knee is above the right ankle. And when you're ready, come on up with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up to the ceiling. And exhale as you bring your hands down next to your right foot. Push the floor away as you pull your right foot back. Now from here, we're going to do downward dog, but if you'd like, you can do puppy pose again. If you're doing downward dog, make sure your fingers are spread wide, your index finger is facing forward, knees are under your hips, get onto the balls of your toes, adjust your shoulders so that your elbows are facing your thighs and your biceps are facing forward. When you're ready, lift your hips toward the ceiling. So to begin with, let me start over. So watch me for a sec. When you begin, your knees are bent, your arms are pushing away, just like in puppy pose. And then lift your hips into the air, opening up your shoulders. And it's okay to keep your knees bent because we want to push away. We don't want to be over our hands. We want to be behind them in this way. Okay, go ahead. And then when you're here, lift your heels off the ground, stretching the backs of your legs. pushing the floor away, opening up the shoulders. Breathing through our nose. And then bend your knees as you slowly walk to the front of your mat. And then inhale, reaching up. And exhale your hands down. So standing at the front of your mat, separate your feet about 4 or 5 inches. And we're going to inhale and reach our hands up to the ceiling. And exhale them down. And again, inhale, reaching our hands. And this time we're going to pull our navel in as we swan dive down, bending over, placing our hands on the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Place your hands on the floor and step your left foot back, keeping your right knee bent over your right ankle. When you're ready, inhale up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture. Breathing through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture. And then inhale, make a circle with your hands, reaching up toward the ceiling. And this time, exhale, rotate your torso and your hips to face the left side as you lower your arms to be parallel to the floor. Bring your shoulder blades together behind you, gazing out over your right fingertips. Breathing through your nose. Try and make sure your right knee is bent over your right ankle. And then inhale as you move your left arm forward, rotating your hips and your torso to face forward, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, bringing your hands down, bending your torso, placing your hands on the floor, step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, relaxing down, bend your knees, stretching the backs of your legs, and then bend your knees, inhale as you reach your hands above your head, and exhale your hands down by your side. Now again, inhale, reaching up. Pull your navel in as we swan dive down, hands to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway, and exhale down. Place your hands on the floor and step your right foot back, keeping the left knee above the left ankle. We're going to inhale up into Warrior One, hands in prayer posture. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture. And then inhale, make a circle, reach your hands up to the ceiling, and exhale as you rotate your torso to the right side, adjust your hips and torso and your right foot. So you're facing the right, your torso and hips are facing the right side, arms parallel to the floor. Bring your shoulder blades together behind you and lift your chest. Make sure your left knee is still above your left ankle as you gaze out over your left fingertips. Lifting your chest, breathing through your nose. And then inhale as you swing your right arm and your hips and torso to face forward, lifting your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale as you bring your hands down to the floor next to your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in as you inhale, reverse swan dive, palms together above your head, and exhale your hands down by your side. All right, now we're going to sit down on the ground and spread our feet wide. Place your hands behind you with your fingertips pointing away from your torso. Lift your chest if you can. And from here, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. We're lifting our chest, not our head. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Regular breath. And then take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale as you tilt your torso forward. You can use your hands to help guide your torso forward. Try not to bend your head, but keep your head and spine in alignment. Move as far forward as you can. And if you can, bring your hands in front of you, or if you'd like to grab the outer edges of your feet or your toes, you can do that as well. Take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Allow your body to relax, keeping the head in alignment with your spine. Taking long, deep breaths. Try and fill your lungs completely with air. And let all the air out. And then when you're ready, inhale, coming back up. And bring your feet together in front of you. Inhale your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale them down. Again, inhale. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. And this time, exhale as you tilt your torso over your legs as far as you can. And then place your hands somewhere on your legs. Lift your chest. Imagine your sternum is touching the front of your feet. Inhale and exhale. Allow your body to relax. Don't force, just breathe. Try and take long, deep inhales and exhales. Allow your breath to guide you down. Place your hands on the floor place your hands on the floor next to your calves and allow your elbows to relax down to the ground, keeping your neck and spine in alignment. Imagine your chest is reaching for the top of your feet. And as you come further down, move your elbows along the ground, closer toward your feet. And then inhale, coming up. Now come to the front of your mat with your knees bent. You'll want to come to the front of your mat. I'm sideways. And then move your arms parallel to the floor. And from here, just slowly come down all the way with control so that your spine is on the ground. And allow your arms to relax parallel to your shoulders with the palms of your hands facing up. Adjust your knees so that they're under your feet. And then walk your feet out to the edges of your mat. So try and keep your shoulders on the ground. Palms of your hands are facing up. Knees are pointing toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath through your nose. And exhale as you allow your knees to relax to the left side and you turn your head to gaze at your right palm. Relaxing the knees to the left, gazing at your right palm. Keeping the shoulders on the ground. Take long, deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale, bring your knees and your head back to the center. And then exhale, allow your knees to relax to the right side as you turn your head to gaze at your left palm. Keeping your shoulders on the ground, knees relaxing to the right, head turned and gazing at your left hand. And then inhale, bring your knees and your head back to the center. And lower your arms down next to your torso. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees. Adjust your feet so that you can practically grab your ankles with your hands. And from here, we're going to pull our navel in toward our spine and lift our hips off the ground as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to lower our hips with control an inch away from the ground, not all the way. And then follow your breath. When you're ready to inhale, lift, push your heels into the ground, tighten the gluteal muscles. And when you're ready to exhale, lower down an inch away from the ground. Follow your breathing. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now on the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground and move our straight arms under our hips, interlace our fingers, breathing through our nose as we continue lifting, tighten the gluteal muscles, pushing the heels of our feet into the ground. One more breath. And then release your hands from under your hips as you exhale and lower your hips all the way down to the ground. Straighten out your right leg, keeping your left knee in the air. Now, observe your right leg. Notice the calf muscle is on the ground, the thigh is on the ground. This is where we want to keep it. So now lift your left foot off the ground and interlace your fingers below your left knee. Keeping the right leg on the ground, relax your left foot. Take a deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your left shin and knee toward your left shoulder while keeping your right leg on the ground. With each exhale, gently pulling your left shin and knee toward your left shoulder while keeping your right leg on the ground. Take long, deep breaths. And then release, lower your left foot down to the ground, straighten your left leg out, and bend your right knee so your right foot is on the ground. Observe your left leg, observe the left calf on the ground, observe your left thigh on the ground. Now lift your right foot off the ground and interlace your fingers below your right knee. Keeping your left leg on the ground, take a deep breath through your nose. And exhale, pulling the right knee and shin toward your right shoulder while keeping your left leg on the ground. Relax your right foot. With each exhale, gently pulling toward your right shoulder. And release, lower your right foot down, bend both knees in the air. And now we're going to lift our left leg and our left foot straight up into the air, make a circle with our ankle in one direction, and then in the other. Now take your left ankle and cross it above your right knee, relaxing your left leg, your left foot. Take your left hand and place it on your left thigh and gently push your left thigh away. Breathing through your nose, relaxing your hips. And release. Now, lift your right foot off the ground. Take your hands between your legs and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Relaxing your feet. Take a deep breath through your nose. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently pull your right thigh toward you, and at the same time, use your left elbow or left forearm to push your left thigh away. So we're pulling our right thigh toward us and pushing our left thigh away. With each exhale, take long, deep breaths. And release, lower your right foot down to the ground, straighten your left leg, foot in the air, and then lower your left foot down. Lift your right foot toward the air, straight leg, make a circle with your right ankle in one direction. And then in the other. And now take your right ankle and cross it over your left thigh, above your left knee. Relax your right foot. Take your right hand and push it against your right thigh, relaxing your hips, breathing naturally through your nose. Pushing the right thigh away. And release. Now lift your left foot off the ground. Take your hands between your legs and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Relax your feet. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your left thigh toward you, and at the same time, use your right elbow or right forearm to push your right thigh away. With each exhale, gently pulling and pushing. And release, lower your left foot down, straighten out your right leg, reach your right foot toward the ceiling, and then bring your right foot down to the ground. Now lift both feet up toward the air, lift your hands up toward your feet, and grab the outer edges of your feet. Pull your feet down with your knees going to the outside of your shoulders into happy baby pose. And from here, we're gonna lift our feet up and down, rocking side to side, massaging our spine. And if you'd like, you can rock up and down as well. Give yourself a nice massage, relaxing your spine, breathing through your nose. And then inhale, both feet and hands up toward the ceiling, and relax your hands and feet down. Adjust your body so that you're comfortable for our final pose of Shavasana. So lie on your back, close your eyes, separate the heels of your feet, and allow your toes to relax to the sides. Move your arms 3 or 4 inches away from your torso, and turn your palms of your hands to face up toward the ceiling, relaxing your hands. Focus on your breathing. As you inhale, observe your abdomen expanding, and as you exhale, your navel contracts toward your spine. Relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your biceps and triceps, your elbows and forearms. Relax your wrists and fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs, your knees, your calves, ankles, and toes. Fill your lungs completely with air and exhale out all of the air. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then bring your wrists slowly above your head, stretching your hands and feet, reaching. And when you're ready, bend your knees and bring them close to your chest and rock side to side. Then when you're ready, move to one side of your body and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And then push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. So we're going to end the practice with a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale through our nose as we lift our hands above our head and exhale with a strong breath with our mouth open wide. We're going to do that 3 times. So sit up straight, bring your arms to the side of your body, and inhale. Strong exhale. Again. Again. Now this time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Bring the palms of your hands together and pause at your third eye for kind thoughts. Pause at your lips for kind words. And pause at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. And we will see you tomorrow. And then we won't have class Thursday or Friday.